girl. What you got?
Girl, I didn't know they could get down like that. These women in this studio, I am so excited to have them here. Shirley, we've been talking about how the Oscars will now recognize stunt design. So overdue. They will recognize the films of 2027. But these women have been doing it, all right? They have been doing it for Women's History Month, Black Women's History Month, which is April. A lot of people did not know. I was like, I want these women in. This is just the perfect timing to really recognize them and the work that they do. Now, you may not necessarily know their faces, but you've seen them on screen. And if you have a chance, I need you to go to our Instagram and check out the post we did. The posts where they are all up in action, all right? I want you to give your names. Lady LaFay, thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Come into that microphone.
I appreciate it.
I've known her for many, many years. She does wonderful things with young ladies, but she is a stunt woman. But I said, can you rally the girls together? And you did so. And you put an amazing crew together.
These girls are amazing, for sure.
You start first. Tell me, which one are you on the flyer?
Which one do you think I am? How about that?
I think, only because I know you, I think you're driving that car. Are you in the car?
No.
You're not? Who's in the car? Which one was in the car?
That's not the car.
What is that?
Crash.
What?
That's a crash through a window.
Oh my gosh.
What car?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm totally confused.
Yes, a crash. You have a helmet on?
Yeah, okay. That's what you have, the helmet. I thought it was because you were in the car, but
No, it's a car.
you don't get to wear a helmet when you do.
Because I was on a motorcycle before I just took the headshot for the motorcycle.
Oh, wow. Okay. Lady LaFay. Okay, now let's go down the line.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Abney.
Hi, Tiffany.
And I have the cat helmet on, and I'm like riding a motorcycle, but in the front of the motorcycle.
Oh my goodness.
Not on the seat, like how people usually ride it. So
doing it a little backwards.
That's me. A little extra.
Okay, and you here?
Hi, I'm
Lean
Angela
into your
Merle.
mics. Lean into your mics.
Hi, I'm Angela Merle, and I am the one that's holding on to the plastic. I am hanging
out the window,
dangling 33 stories high.
Oh my goodness, 33 stories. Okay, and you are?
Hi, I'm April Whedon, and I am the one on the horse. I'm a professional barrel racer equestrian. That's me.
Okay. And?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Carrie Bernance, and I'm the one that's scuba diving. I am one dive away from a rescue diver, so I might as well do that this weekend.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you all for being here. Look, we know you guys put your lives on line every time you do it. And we see some of our favorite people, the Angela Bassett's, the Halle Berrys, and all these. Tell us who are some of the people that you have stunt doubled for. And just give your name and just tell us who you've done. And what your specialty is. Like, what is your specialty and how did you get into it and why and how do you keep coming back for more pain?
Well, I have doubled Angela Bassett in the past.
Come on into the mic.
Okay, I'm sorry. Angela Bassett, Loretta Devine. Sometimes we double a lot of people, and when you guys put us on the spot, sometimes we just can't remember all the actors. You forget all the time, So, yeah. And my specialty, I just love firework. I really love that when I have the opportunity to be set on fire.
What?
Of course, fights. Fights are one of my specialties. I love fight scenes because, we could call a lot for fights and hitting the ground. The most important thing is hitting the ground. Everybody else here at this table has specialties in a lot of things that they are exceptionally well at. So I'm going to turn it over to the rest of the young ladies.
Okay.
Definitely.
It's me. Tiff is back. So I've doubled Gabrielle Union, Angela Bassett are two of the bigger actresses that I've doubled. I do a lot of wire work.
Wait a minute. Explain wire work. What is that?
When you get yanked real hard. So yeah, they put you in a line, and I feel like a lot of Marvel movies when you see those big explosions and people just flying back.
Oh,
that's wire work. But there's a lot of different ways to do wire work, but that's like the main thing that I do. I also horseback ride. I also ride motorcycles, drive cars, and fight mainly.
And fight mainly.
Yeah, I'm really good at fighting.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be a job.
Yeah, now she's for real, y'all. She's real good on the bikes, too. It's your girl, Carrie, back here. I've doubled a lot of people. Keke Palmer and Nope. I've doubled, what's our girl in Black Panther? Letitia Wright. I've doubled Danielle Deadweiler, which is all these phenomenal actors. Honestly, I think I've doubled like well over 50, 60 people, but I know y'all have done so much work. These are the legends at the table, y'all. If y'all don't know who they are, y'all need to Google their names. But specialty-wise, I would say water work for sure. I've done, I don't know, at least 20, 30 jobs of water work, and I would say wires as well, like Tiff. I've been X-Men wires, Black Panther wires, Nope wires, 150 feet in the air, back down.
Let's talk about this water, okay? Because, you know, we have the stereotype that we don't mess with that water. We stay away from the water. How did you get into and what do you do with your water dynamics?
Yeah, you know, my dad like threw me in the ocean. Actually, not even the pool. My mom said at 2 years old. I was like, what? And my dad taught me how to swim early on, and I've always loved water. I love being by water. I love California because of the water. And I started scuba diving at a young age. I started doing free diving. I did competition stuff when I was younger as well. I went to a lot of schools, but I always did well. I was just like, been like water and I are friends, best friends.
Wow. Okay. You come on up to the mic there.
Well, I have doubled legendary people such as Beyonce, Halle Berry, Angela Bassett, Gabrielle Union, Vivica Fox, and Kill Bill, which is my
Kill Bill. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So I can fight.
Okay.
And cars also. Those are my two favorite things to do. Don't need any.
Do you crash the cars or you just racing them or what? You crash them?
Crashed, slid around corners, been on the edge of mountains with no guardrails, done all kinds of stuff.
Oh my goodness.
It's fun.
Oh my goodness.
I love my job.
All right, Lady April, come on up real quickly.
Okay, this is April Whedon, and I started off as a stunt coordinator, so I didn't start like the traditional way. So my specialty, I'll start backwards, is stunt coordinating. That's what I do. That's what I love to do. I enjoyed myself on a Black Lady sketch show. How I got started in this industry was through William Washington, and rest in peace. And I am thankful to LaFaye Baker, and I just feel blessed to be here among all these women. I've doubled for Halle Berry, Lynn Whitfield, Regina King, Gabrielle
we coming
Union,
back. Hold on. Wait. We coming back. It's Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Portfolio is over 250.
Okay, Junior, if you could only be in these side conversations we're having with these ladies, I am enjoying it. If you're just tuning in, it's 9 a.m. and we have a takeover of African-American stunt women in the studio. Good morning. It was so relevant because Oscars, the Academy Awards are now going to have a category for stunt design. And I really wanted your take on it. I mean, better late than never is one saying, but they've missed so much from you guys. April, you want to share?
Yeah, you know, this is April Whedon. I started in stunts in the late 90s, and we didn't have the opportunity at that time to even have awards. There was no World Tourist Stunt Award. There was no recognition with the Emmys, with the Oscars. And so this opportunity that's coming right now, I just feel so blessed. I have chills on every inch of my body right now because the generation coming in now has the opportunity to win these awards. And I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful.
And speaking of the generation that really will reap from this, pull that microphone a little bit closer to you there.
Absolutely. Carrie Burnett here. I want to just first off say thank you so much to the legends that came before us, like April Whedon, every single woman that's at this table and everyone else, because they sacrificed without the safety nets that were in place today.
Yeah.
They had the courage. They went forth. This is the thing. Stunts is literally the heartbeat of cinema. We bring the action and the bang to the scene. You take that out, what do you have? You just have dialogue, and sometimes that's a little boring. Okay, we all know that. We talk about boom and bang and stunts and the action. We need that. So to me, it's well overdue, and I'm so happy it's finally showing up. But I think there needs to be some recognition for the people that came before us.
You know what I think it's going to be? It's going to have to be you guys. So when you guys are accepting those Academy Awards, you're going to have to get up and say, I'm accepting this for so-and-so, and call them by name.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Call
so
them
true.
by name. And so they are in that history, they're in that history. And I would even like put their name and my name on this award, some kind of way, so you guys can really, because I see the sisterhood between you guys. You're laughing, you're joking, you're having a good time, but there's some kind of way you're going to have to pull each other to that moment. And thank goodness, LaFay, you have awards where you've been recognizing your sisters. Talk about that.
This is LaFay. Yes, I created the Action Icon Stunt Women's Awards, to recognize women in the industry. I thought it was overdue, and being a trailblazer as myself and being the first African-American stunt woman to coordinate a big budget project, introducing Dorothy Dandridge, that's what I love to do. Set boundaries and also step outside of my comfort zone as a trailblazer. So thank you.
I love that. I
just wanted to chime in for
Yes,
the
please.
Oscars.
Give us your name.
This is Angela Merle again. I just wanted to chime in because we have to be grateful, even though they're not women or African American, we have to be thankful for Jack Gill and Chris O'Hara for leading the fight and getting us this Oscar nomination. Because Jack, I know, has been fighting for over 35 years to get this.
To get it to happen.
We have picketed outside the Academy, outside motion picture. We have done everything. So
About
it's
time.
truly
That's true.
about time.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's really
I love
overdue.
this.
It's really overdue.
Okay, let's
What's
get
crazy
personal.
though is that like I literally feel like all it took was Ryan Reynolds to
Doing that
be
movie.
in The Fall Guy and go on that press tour about stunts, and they're like, oh, let's give him an Oscar now. Like all the hard work that was put in before then, and an actor came and
then they said,
this is a problem, and it changed.
That's good.
So I
More
think that's
actors have been speaking up about their stunt doubles and taking photos and saying, yeah, my stunt double, blah, 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 did this for me.
and that's good that they do that, because they could be like, oh no, it's me, it's all me.
I mean, some of them do. But
They don't share that part.
You know what? This is LaFay. I am so excited about the legends that came before me, like J.D. David, Kim Washington, and Tony Voss, and also Evelyn Coffey. These are the trailblazers, and some of them are still here to see this awards that's going to be happening. And I'm so excited that it's happening now. I know it took a long time, but it's time for us to shine as well. So I'm looking forward. And I'm also looking forward to see a diverse group of people actually sitting in the audience and coming up to the stage saying, oh, I won an Oscar.
I love that. Okay, let's get personal, ladies. You guys are all very fit. I know there's probably some regimen you have to stay on to be able to do these different stunts and movements and stuff like that. What do you eat? What is your regimen? How do you stay fit? And then, overall, like to even keep coming back for more after you've been through it.
my problem is I'm really skinny and I'm trying to get thick. So I eat a lot of things that I probably should not eat as a stunt woman. But
it doesn't bother. It's not hurting you though, right?
no, not at all, because I work it out, right? So, but I do like a lot of horseback riding, and that is a great workout.
It is.
That is
legs.
a phenomenal workout. Motocross is a great workout. So I work out, I think, differently than I guess.
It's
most
not your
people.
traditional going to the gym, like I'm getting on the treadmill and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I do that too a little bit, but I like to be outside and be active in that way. So I'm sorry, I'm Tiffany Abney, by the way.
Okay, this is LaFay, and basically, sometimes as an athlete, your body's already conditioned, being a former gymnast. That's like a workout, so sometimes you don't have to always get into the gym and do all that because your body's already there. But as I've gotten older, you know, sometimes you do have to put a little bit more into it compared to what it was before. But when you're actually doing a sport, you're technically working out. So that's your real workout for real, you know.
I'm gonna say, for me, I'm recovering from an accident, but I usually still train Taekwondo and martial arts and stuff that's gonna keep me on my beats as well as on my hands and movement. Because when you get on set, sometimes choreography changes last minute. And what you wanna be able to do is adapt to it really quickly. And you also wanna have that cardio. So I eat like 5 meals a day. Not everybody can do that, but I'm naturally lean. I'm like 107 pounds most of my life. So, but I do a lot of cardio. I used to be a former track and cross country runner, Division I. I broke records, all that stuff. So I will say, like LaFay said, I have it in me, but I do got to keep it up.
Okay. Worst injuries. Go ahead.
Well, this is April. My worst injury was when I first got in the business, my second film on Eraser, doubling Vanessa Williams. All four chains were supposed to explode. They did not, which sent me about 100 feet up in the air. And the second and third metacarpal in my hand is ruined for life, and I only have 80% usage of my left hand. But that was at the beginning of my career, and I never let it stop me. So that was my worst. And then there was another one I don't even want to talk about right now. But yes, we do sustain injuries, and we do have to work out, and we do have to take care of ourselves.
So this is LaFay. So I'd like to talk about my injury. Actually, it was a music video. Fuji's Ready or Not. I was doing a motorcycle jump. Yeah, and basically they added a smoke machine, and we weren't allowed to go canyon. And the smoke machine, I was unaware there was a smoke machine. They didn't have a safety meeting in, because technically you have a safety meeting all the time. So we came up, it was at a drop, no guardrails, anything. And I revved my bike up, it came up and couldn't see anything.
Oh my God.
Shin hit the speedometer. A lot of people don't know this, but I have 3 screws on both sides of my jaw and a plate in my chin. From the accident, I had like 10 hours reconstructive surgery, and my teeth were everywhere. But I am a go-getter, and
you got right back up and do it again.
Yeah, because I just basically kept it going, because it's almost like I need to reclaim my spot, because I had worked so hard, and I love this business, and it's such an exciting career. So I was out of the game for like 9 months, but you know me, I keep it going. I make it happen.
Yeah. Well, my worst injury was doing a car hit on a film, and I wasn't going to do it, but the coordinator made it supposedly easier for me to do it. Mm-hmm. So I'm on the hood of this car, and I'm on a cable, a wire that's going to help me get over the car. And God, why am my voice getting so shaky right now?
Because you're putting yourself
trauma.
back in that moment.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I remember that night so clearly, because the young lady that was driving, I think she was also nervous. I was nervous because at my age, I'm not 25, I'm actually 35. No, I'm not. I shouldn't have been doing a car hit at that time. But anyway, I was doing this car hit. I'm on the roof of this car, and the director says action. The young lady gasses it more than what she should have. So I was pulled into the front windshield to the point where I left the windshield broke, and the passenger thought I was actually going to come into the car, but she kept going. So I was yanked back out.
Oh my God.
Over the car, and then up in the air, and then I landed, and I was unconscious. I woke up to the stunt coordinator with smelling salts calling my name. So I needed hip surgery. Months later, I had fractured lumbar, fractured ribs, but I lived to tell about it. Thank you, Jesus. Because right before that, I always pray that I go home the same way I went to work. And I asked my angels to carry me safely across this car, which is exactly what happened.
Wow. That's we talk about the body, right? What you're putting yourselves through, but that's a mental.
Yes, it is.
How many of therapists? You do
I have
therapy?
one. I'm going to go see mine when I leave here. No, I have an appointment at 11 o'clock.
Wow.
So I'm not even kidding.
Do you see someone for those kind of traumas?
I don't. I work out a lot, and I motivate. I manifest, I set goals, I pray, I visualize. Not saying that I don't need one, but I listen to a lot of, I can't remember his name right now. Just helpful, motivating YouTube videos, which helps me a lot.
Anything you say no? I
say no.
Do you say no?
Yes, I absolutely say no.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, because I've been in situations where I'm like, this does not feel safe. It doesn't look safe. And I like to go with my gut. And so thank God I haven't been injured. But I think that's because a lot of times I'll be like, nah. And they're like, no, you're not going to do it. Nah.
I remember a time, this is April Wheaton speaking, when I was on A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. And I was to come out of a window. Easy, I could do this in my sleep.
Is this the last scene where they
I come through the window. Lynn Whitfield, I was doubling her, and it just didn't feel right. It was also at the beginning of my career, and I thought that my career was going to end if I said no, but I heard the Holy Spirit speak to me and say, do not do that stunt. If you do, you will die.
Amen.
And so I didn't do the stunt. They called LaFay Baker in. And
LaFay, you did the
yeah,
stunt.
LaFay she finished the stunt. So I thank you for that. And LaFay, by the way, is my mentor. She's my mentor.
LaFay, tell me about this fall out. Tell me what scene, because which one? Is it when she fall into the pool?
Yes, that's the scene. So what happened was April came in, whatever safety situation they had, they crashed through the window, and whatever happened, they had to be rushed out to the hospital for safety. So the next day, we're easily replaced. So I came in the next day to complete the task where we had to jump out of the window into the pool. So I was grateful for that, because that was a major movie, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, doubling Lynn Whitfield, so that's what it was, yeah.
Tell me about the pay. I know we talk about,
The pay is good.
Is it good? Okay. Is it
good.
What about you as compared to your counterparts as men? Are you there? Are you on equal footing or no?
This is Angela Merle. The pay is good, and I say this because in doing stunts, you get what they call a stunt adjustment. The more dangerous the stunt is, the more money you make. But the men usually get the more challenging stunts than women, so they usually get more money than we do, unfortunately. However, things are changing. Always forever changing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to say something, and I love Marvel. Let's just say I love Marvel. But there was a film that I was on that I had to shave my head bald. You guys can put 2 and 2 together. And we only got, I'm not going to say only, but we got paid $500 to do it, no matter how long or short our hair was. There was another Marvel project that had happened a year later, and it was a majority non-Black film, and these people got paid $5,000 each
To shave their head.
And once I found this out from a friend of mine that is non-Black, and she's the one that told me, and she thought the $5,000 was low, I was shocked. And I was like,
Because you had to shave yours for $500.
And
a
my hair-
haircut these days costs more.
yeah, and it was longer than this. It was down my back still. And it was really upsetting and very disappointing. And the only thing I could say is maybe they realized that women's hair should cost more money to cut, but also kind of felt like because it was
African American.
Yeah, that
and
there
Marvel
was
didn't
more
want to
back
put
is
the
fast.
it don't, right?
Yeah.
So honestly, I would say I'm really grateful. Hallelujah. Thank you, God, for the money that we do get. And I've qualified for pension like 6, 7, 8 years in a row. But I mean, I do sometimes think like, for example, these are legends at the table. They should be getting double scale, triple scale, quadruple scale when they show up on set, because guess what? They have the experience that's not going to take as long as somebody else that's doing it for the first time, second time, third time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
The benefits of this industry that we've been afforded are absolutely amazing. The money that we make, the people that we meet, the time that we spend away from home and our significant others being supportive and family members being supportive. I just really wish that they would really recognize us a little bit more. I had an incident when I was on a film where I did this very dangerous stunt. It was extremely dangerous. And I was supposed to get $1,500. And then my check comes and it's only like for $300. But I fixed that situation. And here, I'm bringing this up for a reason when it comes to income. Get to know the people that you are working around. I know UPMs. I know producers. I know people in the background that if something does go wrong, I can have it rectified. And also, too, don't always let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. I prefer to work behind the scenes, making this industry a better place. And I'm going to continue to do that in that way and have conversations, real conversations with people that's going to make everybody, not just African-American women, Black women, but people that are injured or have disabilities. Oh, I have chills on every inch of my body, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, can I say?
I just want to say, there was a time when actually I was working on a show, car work or whatever, and the guys were getting paid more money than me, so I questioned it. But by me questioning, the coordinator was...
Did they want to fire you?
He was offended by it. So another gig came and he did not want to hire me, but because another young man said, no, we need to hire her, I was able to get the job. But it was not the most comfortable environment working with this particular stunt coordinator because you question, sometimes you may receive a bad name because you question doing my era. My era is before all the young ladies, for mostly even before April, because you can't question. Because there was a time you didn't even talk about you being a stunt double. It was the shine always on the actress. When I got in the business, and not only that, the actors, they weren't having that many roles of stunts for the actors when I got in the business. That was like the mid 80s when I got into business. So a lot of the young ladies that are here are after me, pretty much. And I kind of like just being a trailblazer. I'm an advocate, I stay in trouble because I speak my piece and I kind of like don't take,
No, really, LaVey? But really with the young, I see the sisterhood.
Yeah.
And I see they have such respect for you. And if you were in studio, ladies and gentlemen, you would see how they move, how these young ladies move around these ladies that are icons that have been in the business. And I admire it. I admire that you show reverence for what they do. How do you mentor? How do you, as the mentors, how do you receive it when they talk to you and share with you guys?
That's exactly what I was gonna say when April and LaFay were talking, and even Angela as well. I think I take it with, they did this before we had the standards that are in place today.
Right.
So they did it when they didn't have somebody to go talk to and say, what should I do in this situation? So I admire them. I respect them. Sometimes it hurts with what they say.
But that's what a good mentor, because let me tell you, mentorship is not going to always be delivered to you the way you think it should. Because you got to understand, they've been through some things, and they're going to say it the way it needs to be said.
Look,
it may hurt, but it's coming from love.
Exactly, and you have to remember that it's coming from love. So I take it and I respect them. I thank them because Lord knows, look, somebody talked to me like that, just like Tiffany said. You can't talk back. It was a yes sir, no sir. Like, that's the way. It's like super militant in the stunt industry, and now it's become a little bit more comfortable in a way. But I admire
mentorship is extremely important. This is April speaking, and LaFay Baker, thank God for her, because she mentored me throughout my entire career. We never jousted for jobs. Angela Merrill, if I knew of something, I would put her name in immediately if I couldn't do it. LaFay the same way. And LaFay has an organization, it's a nonprofit called Diamond in the Raw, and I won a mentorship award, and that's what I do. I do it quietly. And it may sound strange, but I tell everyone I mentor, don't tell anybody I mentor you. Let's just do this.
I just want to say, yes, that award was the Action Icon Stunt Women's Award show. I didn't have to mention that, where we recognize a lot of women in the industry. I'm so excited. We have Angela here. She's been recognized as well. We want her to talk about the Action Icon Awards.
Thank you, LaFay Baker. My award was for being talented and leading the way for other people to come up in the business, and I really appreciate that award, LaFay. It's sitting on my desk.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's
Talking to your microphone, so we can hear you.
It's like crystal, the award. And being a mentor is very important because it helps to guide the younger ones that are coming up, the new ones that are coming up. Why should they have to make the same mistakes or mistakes that we made? It's really important to have a mentor. It really is, because have you done it and did it work? Okay, well then you're my mentor.
So a young lady, she got in my DM. She wanted to know, what is your dating lives like? You can do all these things. You can fight. You can do all this stuff. They think you roughhouse and, tomboyish or whatever they call it these days. How does that affect your love life? How does it, when you meet people, do the fellas shy away, or what's going on, or what's happening?
Well, for me, I think a lot of times people don't take you seriously as a stunt woman. And once a guy finds out or he sees you on the air, on the television show, they'll say, you really are a stunt woman. Next thing you know, they're intimidated. They just disappear. Really, because I guess they don't think, you really are a stunt person. Sometimes they say, you probably can beat me up. I was like, beat you up? That's kind of crazy. You're a grown man. How can I beat you? I'm going to defend myself and give it my best shot. If I have to. But I'm not out there saying, okay, I'm all of that and I'm this macho person, so that's it.
I don't have anything to say.
Well, my husband, Bishop John White, he gave me the instructions when I got with him. This is April speaking. And he said, you might have threw men through windows and you might have fought in WWF, which I used to fight WWF. Now it's WWE. I was Sexual Chocolate's sex therapist at the time. And yes. So my husband was like, let's be clear.
Is this anywhere on YouTube?
No, nowhere.
I want to see them archives. What is it looking like?
And so I had different instructions with dating because I've always been married. But yeah, he was like, let's be clear. You're not going to beat me up. Let's just be clear on that.
What about the young ladies?
I am engaged.
Yeah,
so
but
I don't be out here dating or
What
whatever.
was your dating like?
What was it like? Were you already in the business when you met him, or you met him while you were in the
We
business?
met before, and then we kind of started dating like a little later once I kind of got in. But
He was like,
he's-
she's serious about this.
well, he's a stunt man, so
Okay.
it's a different situation.
I like
because
that,
he,
okay.
Gets it, he understands.
a legendary stunt man.
Yeah, I mean, he all right or whatever.
Okay, what about you? You were
Oh,
saying.
for me, I'm on dating apps. And no,
Boy,
but
do they not know what they're gonna get.
For my career, I do put like stunt woman actress in. The first question is like, you really do stunts? Oh my God. Like, men are so turned on. I don't know, like,
What?
all the men.
They like it. I don't
really
know
like
who
it.
LaFay is dating.
They like it?
Yeah, they like it.
Maybe that's
Maybe it's different
they're
generations,
young.
but they're so
Young
excited. They're like, "Oh, can you do flips? Do you like
Okay,
fighting? Like, do you like this?" I'm like, it's weird at first, but now it turns me on. I'm like,
Oh my Lord.
Okay, we're gonna take a break right here because this conversation needs to go offline. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to African American stunt women who are doing some amazing things. We're gonna talk with them more when we come back as we have our Black Women's History Month, and we're honoring them today. All right, we're coming back in a little bit. It's Adai Lamar on 102.3 Radio Free KJLH.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here's Adai Lamar letting you know what's going on here at KJLH.
Well, you hated on them. You hated on them. But now they get a lot of shine. Give it up for African American women who are stunt women doing it big for Hollywood. We're so awesomely excited and proud that you guys have come in to share with us today. You guys are always making movies better. And you haven't been given the recognition through and we shouldn't, a lot of people always say, well, we don't have to just work till the Oscars. And that's why LaFay did what she does to make sure she recognizes you guys. But it was important that our station recognize you too,
Thank you so much.
And to say, thank you for giving so much of yourselves to us to entertain the world as you do and to make things so much better when we see it on the big screen. The action, the cars, the motorcycles, all that stuff where we all get the chills when we see it happening. So you give us that. You give us all of that. And we want to give you a moment just to, just close out a little bit, how we can get in touch with you. What are you doing next? How when we can see in that film or whatever, like, oh, that's my girl, so.
This is April Wheaton. You can reach me on IG at April Wheaton. And Facebook, April Wheaton White is my main Facebook page. I'm writing my memoirs, a tell-all story, and I do mean all. I'm going to tell it all. And there's going to be a movie, actually, that Monique Lisa is going to direct, and it's about my life. And so I will continue to work behind
Are you going to do your own stunts?
No, absolutely not. No, that's not happening. And so I'm still teaching acting. I manage my husband, Bishop John White. He's an actor, and he's doing extremely well. Just won all kind of awards. And so I'm just going to continue to give back, and that's what I'm going to do, and just continue to make this world a better place the way that I know how.
Hey, y'all, this is Angela Merle again. I have written a book called Stunts, the How-To Handbook. Thank you. It was my way of giving back and helping others that have come after me. I'm also now doing a podcast. It's called On the Edge with Angela Merle, which also...
Literally on the edge.
Exactly.
To the edge.
Exactly. Which also is going to help people coming up in the business, teaching them about craft services, rigging, stunt coordinating, stunt people, just so that people have a place to go to get information on what to do in this business and what not to do in this business.
Wow, I love this book. I love it.
hey y'all, it's Carrie Bernans here on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Carrie Bernans, CarrieBernans. Well, in case you don't know how to spell my name, but
That's good. We needed that because I was asking, how do you say this?
yeah, I have also a podcast too. I can't wait to listen to On the Edge though, but it's called The Resilience Files Unlocked. Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
We just launched 2 weeks ago. Super excited. Located on all the platforms like Apple, Spotify, all that. In addition, I'm writing a book as well about resiliency, surviving an accident. Not going to talk about it here, but Google it if you would like. And I'm I'm just so excited. I have Naked Gun 2 coming out this August and a lot of other incredible films. And I just want to just say a big thank you all to listening, but also to the legends that's in the building, y'all, because they set me on the path I'm on, and I wouldn't be here without them. So I just wanted to say a big thank you.
Hey, I'm Tiffany Abney, and my Instagram is Tiffy Stunts, TIFFYSTUNTS, if you want to keep up with me. I do have a short film called Jewels that is going through the festival circuit right now. It's been winning awards. It's been doing very well.
Amazing film. Y'all got to go see it.
Oh, yeah, Carrie saw it. We'll be in Houston at the end of this month at Houston World Fest, and we'll be at Series Fest next month, which I'm very, very excited about. And I'm developing the short into a feature film right now. So yeah, and I also was in Naked Gun with Carrie.
Nice.
We worked on that in Atlanta together, so that'll be out. And I recently doubled Tiana Taylor in RNP. I did some of her motorcycle work.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see that movie.
I know, it looks like it's gonna be good. But yeah, so Lefay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
One minute. First of all, I want to thank all the young ladies, some of them that are here. I thank them for coming out. But I want to give a shout out to the 2 other young ladies that were unable to be here that I admire the most. JD David, which is my mentor, one of the legendary stunt women, and also Lima Dorsey. Also, I have a book that's coming out. It's out now. It's called You're Not Listening What I Have to Say. It deals with 26 stories of young girls in my nonprofit, which is Diamond and Raw, talk about their issues that they face and how they overcame them and all that type of stuff. And I also have an award show, the Stunt Women's Action Icon Award Show, slated for next year in February or whatever. So I'm really looking for sponsors and for that nature. But anyways, also I wanted to give a shout out to my sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated.
I'm a Delta too.
Century City Alumni Chapter. Hey ladies, how you guys doing? And we're gonna be looking forward to seeing all the Deltas June 7th at the Black Taste of Excellence. Yay! Hope to see you guys there.
Ladies, we're running out of time here. We're going to see you on the big screen. We just wanted to present you with these, though.
This is so beautiful.
Women making a difference, honoring you. I know you have your Oscars coming.
It's
But
got
we
our
want to
names on it.
This is like an Oscar. I appreciate you, Adai. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Love you.
Let me tell you, we love you guys. We can't wait to
appreciate
see you,
you.
whether it's on television or film, wherever it is. Just know that this is home for you. And we're always praying for you and making sure that you are safe at what you do, okay?
We'll take the prayers.
Absolutely.
Thank you for recognizing us.
Definitely.
I just appreciate you for so many years being so supportive for my nonprofit. Just me and you just have amazing and wonderful personality, and you're always there for me, and I appreciate you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thank
Family,
you.
you can check everything online. It's Adai Lamar here wrapping it up with the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Thank you, ladies.